All your faces in the Davy in the power lineup. So the teams are coming out now. I'm just going to read out the Rovers team. Hopefully you can hear me okay. Robbie Thompson, Kieran MacDonald, Ian Davidson, Kyle Benedict as the captain, Regan Hendry, Ross Matthews, Stephen McLean, Dave Mackay, Dylan Tate, Kieran Bowie and John Baird. The key change there is Michael Villas on the bench and Dave Mackay we assume is going to be on the right of the defence. Rovers subs are Ross Monroe, Mikey Miller, Tony Dingwall, Grant and Brad Spencer, Jamie Watson and Daniel Armstrong. So again, a nice strong bench, eh David?
Really strong bench, and as you say, that one change, I'm wondering if Mikey Miller was carrying a wee bit of knock. It's something you and I speculated about through the week, because well, it was a standard 7 out of 10 performance for Mikey last Saturday. It didn't bomb forward just quite as much as we're used to seeing, so so I'm not overly surprised by that change. The other thing is that Dave Mackay really merits game time as well.
Definitely, yeah. So the team's doing their customary line-up in front of the main stand, the mostly empty Colin Weir stand, the main stand. They're doing the pre-match handshakes, and then we're going to move to the centre circle for the coin toss.
So Rovers look like they're making their way to defend the open end at Firhill. So you can imagine that we're perched on the halfway line. We're going to be shooting towards the goals that have got a stand behind them.
Yeah, that's the John Lambie stand.
John Lambie stand. So we're really shooting towards the Rovers fans in the first half. We're down in the right-hand corner.
As ever, we're going to be trying and picking up what you say on the chat page. Although our eyes are going to be on the pitch, we're going to try and take note of what's happening. I noticed the Loon Tent said they can't hear us in Glenrothes. The standard rules of operation here are with RaithTV. If somebody can hear us, then the signal's going out. If one person can't hear us and everyone else can, then refresh your browser is the first and best course of action. We'll try and keep you right though.
And as always, if people on the chat board can help people out, that would be great for us. It means we can keep our eyes on the park and keep our eyes on John Baird, who's going to get the game up and going. I'm just going to have a wee look at the match. Officials are Alan Newlands with the whistle, Alistair Mather and Graham McNally, who's the other assistant referee.
So ready to kick
official,
off.
Stephen Kirkland.
Brian Graham closest to him, but obviously in the colours of Partick Thistle nowadays.
John Baird, we're off and running. The clock ticks on, and the semi-final is underway. Well, when you get to this stage of any tournament, you're here to win it. Let's make no joke comments about Diddy Cups, etc. This is a tie that we are desperate to win, and you'll hear that in our commentary tonight as Raith Rovers win the first decision of the night. It's a throw-in just in front of John McGlynn's bench. Welcome to those of you who will be tuning in to Alba and looking for some Gaelic free commentary. I think what we've had before is that there is a bit of a delay between our commentary and the TV, but I think you can get a mix of pausing the TV and it'll all catch up and sync lovely as Partick Thistle get hurried out the ball. Kieran Bowie comes in. Is he going to let one go? Go for it. Well wide the post. Kieran Bowie, absolutely no harm in having a shot at that, Neil.
Yeah, not at all.
20 yards out, left-footed shot, barely challenged the 6-yard box, never mind the goalkeeper's.
And it was good pressure by Dylan Tate on the Thistle player in possession that allowed the ball to break for Kieran Bowie, and he strode forward and just didn't connect with it properly. But
so loud and clear in Glenrothes. Good to have you. Here's a goalkeeper, Scott Fox, plays it long, high. I think Thistle are carrying a bit of the wind advantage in the first half, just the way that the corner flags are blowing, but there's not a lot of wind about. Regan Hendry, he'll enjoy the big pitch. That early ball shows exactly what he can do in the ball. He's got it up the far line. Is that a corner, Raith Rovers? No, it's a goal kick there.
Kieran MacDonald in full flow there, and he just lost his footing a little bit. Let's blame the surface.
Absolutely, it bobbled. Not the ball, Kieran MacDonald's boot.
Good to hear that you can hear this Loon 10 in Glenrothes.
Yeah, Neil and I have tried out a different way of setting the audio equipment up since we're at Airdrie, and it seemed that the signal held really strong down at Stranraer, so hopefully touching the wooden table in front of us, that might see us through to the end of the season with some of the repairs that we've done at our end.
And not for the first time, Davey, I'm going to make mention of the Rovers transport. What an
fantastic
they're making. Yeah, 700 nearly of them, I would guess.
Well, there's a ball played out for a Rovers throw-in. John McGlynn thinks to go to retrieve it, but he leaves it for our is that Blair, our fitness coach there?
So yeah, well, he's the one that's made a career out of running. So he
absolutely, he throws the ball to Kieran MacDonald. on the left hand side. He's looking to play it up the line. Rovers fans giving the Thistle mascot absolute abuse is the only way we can describe that. I think the mascot might have just given a wee middle finger to it, which was more than merited. Won't be a complaint coming in from Mr. Irate of Kirkcaldy, because he was getting it tight there. Ian Davidson plays it towards the halfway line. Thistle trying their luck on their left hand side. Nice interchange of passes. Joe Cardle involved there. So Stuart Brannigan on, I'm assuming that means that he's on an amateur contract, as is James Penrice. Academy.
I fell for that.
Is it Academy?
Academy, yeah. Remember Hibs
yeah,
as well, yeah.
Stuart Brannigan, well, yeah, Hibs always have that academy beside, and sometimes we've been at Hibs where they've had 6 and 7 players that have came through their academy. However, Thistle, early ball into the box. Ian Davidson, good header out. Thistle regain possession. It's through that man, Bannigan. Tom O'Ware with the captain's armband. He shuttles a short ball into Bannigan. That's over the top. It's in the channel. Davidson gets a header to it. I think that Brian Graham may have made contact with that if Davo hadn't taken care of it. Goal kick, Raith Rovers. Well, we're perched Thistle fans to the left of us, to the right of us, and in front of us. We've got the Alba cameras directly behind us, so what you're seeing on your TV screen is effectively from our vantage point, isn't it?
Yeah, we're right underneath it. Shout loud enough, Dave, we might get heard. Big goal kick from Robbie Thompson there, and well headed on by John Baird.
Yeah, a little bit of a shout for a foul for Rovers, but that would have been generous. Scott Fox, yeah, that's carrying through the wind, isn't it? Brian Graham rushing to the ball. Benedictus clears it. Dave Mackay's in attendance there. Dylan Tate, nice ball up the line. Ziggy will chase it into the corner, but he's long behind away. I imagine he'll go to the goalkeeper. Nice.
Cut off, yeah.
Yeah, he's going to play it.
Dylan Tate playing against the
Bannigan. Yeah, good play there from Partick Thistle. 3 passes. Joe Cardle opens play up, and Thistle have got some space on the right hand side. Raith Rovers have got 5 jerseys back. Here Thistle come. It's into the edge of the box. Regan Henry will be the man who is upended. Regan Henry stays on his back. Nobody round about him, so I think he's going to be fine. Thanks to Caro in Barcelona. I made a swift trip down to the Bothy at Starks Park yesterday en route to the cinema, and we've filled up a wee jar here of sweets for Fahill. Pass them back to Molly, who's on sweets duty tonight. Your team this evening is, we've got Ian Grieve, videographer for RaithTV. We've got Lindsay Hancock on the Matchday app. Tell us, who else have we got in the crowd doing match updates on social media?
Jonathan's on updates. Blair Hopcroft on social media, goal flashes. And that's it. No reporter tonight, because Sean is taking advantage of a Friday night on the beer, and he's going to wait tomorrow after watching the full match again.
No bother. Well, there's Thistle move it out to the left hand side with Joe Cardle. He's got an overlap. Oh, he held that on. You can hear the Thistle fans round about me. They wanted that ball played. Cardle's opened up. He's made an absolute pig's ear of that. Throw in Raith Rovers, 5 yards for the corner flag. There was a really, really good overlap there from the left back. He should have been given the ball early. The Partick Thistle fans were absolutely roaring at Cardle to release Penrice. He didn't, and when he eventually played the ball, it's Dave Mackay to take the throw in. He plays it to Dylan Tate, and Dave Mackay plays it off Brian Graham. Robbie Thompson, that's a bit of a sclaffed one, but it does fall with a blue jersey. That blue jersey's inhabited by Ross Matthews. Rovers fighting for the ball in the middle of the park. Stephen McLean with an initial challenge. John Baird with a foul. John Baird matching up against his old strike partner Brian Graham.
Against one of his old teams.
Absolutely. Here comes Penrice, who made that really good overlap earlier on. Looking for Cardle. This time he gives Cardle a dummy. Decides to give him the ball. Or he would have had a Raith Rovers jersey not got in the way of it. Unlucky there from McLean. Regan Henry reads the flight of the ball better than anyone. Another, this must be a real rarity, Raith Rovers players playing on grass, two games running. Well, welcome New Zealand, California, Buenos Aires and Glenrothes. These are all welcome. Neil and I have got only good things to say so far, because we've certainly started the game on the front foot. The Colin Weir stand is only inhabited by some kind of dignitaries for the boardroom area, some of the players who are not stripped to play.
Yeah, and
Rovers fans were due to be in there, but will be moved over to the bottom right hand corner of the Jackie Husband stand.
We sold a few more tickets than originally thought.
Yeah, good vantage point for the fans. There's a foul clearly on the Raith Rovers player, John Baird, and it'll be a free kick. Stephen McLean should take it.
Media officer for Partick was telling me that a remark that I've never been at this ground when the Colin Weir stand, as it's now called, has been open. He said we didn't even open it when they were in the Premier League playing against the Old Firm, because it's a wooden stand and they couldn't get a safety certificate for it with a large number of people in it. So one of those.
There's a ball for McLean to bring down. Great first touch.
Grand old sight of Scottish football. The inside is really traditional. Got a quick look at it.
Yeah, I've been up there doing interviews, and it doesn't carry the kind of grandeur as I expected it to. It is, like Firhill's one of those absolute stalwart grounds of Scottish football. I say that with a small degree of affection, having met up with my Partick Thistle supporting brother-in-law for our tea before the game. This is the Derby della Familia up our way. Happy to say that Ma and Pa are here wearing their Rover scarves though. Ball's bouncing about there, and it will be Cardle to move it out to the left hand side. Here he comes, Joe Cardle. He's got Penrice looking for the overlap. Cardle comes inside, he's set it up. We're going to see a shot, we're seeing it curling right into the gloves. Hey, Robbie Thompson, no great problem so far. Robbie will take his time. Robbie Thompson wearing the all blue highlighter kit. We're hearing that the trick is to pause BBC Alba by 52 seconds and then we'll be synced.
Alright, okay.
Lovely long ball from our goalkeeper. Up in the air. Kieran McDonald. The referee plays that on. I think Ziggy Bowie is looking for a free kick there. He goes long, the ball doesn't find him. Ball's up in the air. Ian Davidson central and centre half. I thought he was fouled there, but referee says play on, and thankfully Kyle Benedictus cleared up behind him. Got a bit of sympathy for Davo there. I thought that was a free kick. Alan Newlands looks like he's going to let the game go where he can. We'll not argue with that. McLean dropping quite deep, almost into a midfield role there. Dylan Tay, unlucky. He's given away a throw-in. He turned Joe Cardle there. Rovers fans looking for a foul, claiming that it was a wee shove in the back. I think that might have been a bit generous.
Of course, my last memory of Joe Cardle in a match involving the Rovers was that Rovers Pars game. We won 2-0 and he got a kick in the head from Ross Matthews. Oh,
well, the card's going to come out early. It's a straight red.
And Ross Matthews of all people.
Ross got a yellow. Ross Matthews has got a yellow because the referee brought out a red, lifted it above his head, realised that he got the wrong card out. John Baird puts his hand on his shoulder, and I think that John Baird is saying, you gave us a panic there. Did you see the challenge? I was looking at the chat board.
I didn't know, sorry.
The Partick Thistle fans are absolutely irate at that. Possibly if you've got pictures, you could inform us. Is that a bad challenge? Yeah, looking round, those of a blue persuasion are saying didn't think there was much in it. But the Partick Thistle fans are baying for blood. And I have to say, for a moment there, we were down to 10 men. Because Alan Newlands brought out the red card.
I think he had the two cards in the same pocket, and I think he took out them both at the same time. We only saw the red side, the red one in his hand.
Looking at the bench, I think there's a little marker there. We've got Brad Spencer in there. Does John McGlynn think, the referee will feel under pressure, and I think that the next firm challenge by Ross Matthews may see that yellow card out again.
Yeah. So he's now on a tightrope as Ross Matthews.
Brian Graham heads it on. Joe Cardle, edge of the box, plays it back to Graham. Offside, Joe Cardle, thank you very much.
A good shout by Dave Mackay amongst others.
Went in, studs up, but minimal contact.
Okay, right. Certainly no lasting damage.
Yeah,
on the
Greg could have been red. That's certainly what they're saying round about us.
Penrice.
I don't know how obvious it was on the pictures that you've got if you're watching Alba, but that red card was out. Great flick on there by McLean. We forget he's good in there as well. He's taking ownership of that one for a second time. John Baird surrounded with two players, finds a pass. There's another one. Unfortunately it falls to Thistle number 10. Regan Henry tries to battle it away from him and does. There's a late one, and it's on Ross Matthews.
Number 8 this time by Partick, and a yellow card for the number 8, who is hiding in the
Bannigan.
Bannigan, yeah. And he flew in there on Ross Matthews.
He absolutely did, and going by what I'm reading in the chat board, I think that had Matthews got a red card, that would have been a red card, but given it was a yellow for Matthews, the referee was only going to give back.
Yeah. Of course, if it had been a red for Matthews,
yeah,
then
that was number 8
would have been there to get fouled.
Number 8, Bannigan. It was. Stuart Bannigan that got the yellow card there. Just checking for our match app updater, Lindsay. Academy youth team. So free kick, Raith Rovers. First ball to be delivered into the box. Don't know what the Rovers fans are singing. Regan Hendry into the box, thumped out for a throw in, just about in line with 18-yard box. Thistle fans behind the goals taking offence to whatever it is that's been sung and battered out with that drum.
And also booing Joe Cardle at the same time. So.
Yeah, well, Joe Cardle, he left the Pars and came to the Rovers to pick up a trophy. Part of that Ramsden's winning team. Long ball played there. Benedictus will get it in the halfway line. McDonald. Oh, teasing ball there for John Baird. He's just edged off with the shoulder of the centre half. Experience from the club captain, Tam O'Ware. Neil and I might struggle with some of the names in commentary because we're almost plunged into darkness here at the back of the stand.
Exactly. Every time I need to look at the team sheet, I need to put the light on my phone. The other half of the price area will get a little light. Not us though.
Prentice into Cardle. He's certainly pulling all of the strings. Thistle gets through one or two challenges. Joe Cardle opens up. He's looking to get the shot off. He's going to the back post.
Well won.
Pierre McDonald gets it to Regan Hendry. We're coming away. Hendry takes 2 touches. Moves it out to John Baird on the right hand side. Intelligent ball inside to Dylan Tate. Dylan Tate beautifully calm under pressure there. Brian Graham burst a lung to get up with him, but young Dylan managed to hold him off with his shoulder and find a pass. Kieran McDonald, that left hand berth. Neil rightly called that Dave Mackay's playing over to the right in a back 4. So it's heated stuff with 16 minutes on the clock. Neither goalkeeper tested.
Only 16? Jeez.
Yeah, neither keeper tested, and I think it's absolutely eachy peachy here. Ian Davidson, great to see Rovers in our home kit when we're on the road. Headed out with the Thistle player. I think they're going to let that run for a goal kick. No, he's unsure, so he recycles it up the line. McDonald into Regan Hendry. Regan's got nobody dropping deep, so he can only really go to Dave Mackay. Back to Davo. Sells Brian Graham a dummy and plays it to Kyle Benedictus. Rovers, all 4 of the back 4 getting a touch there. Ball ends up in the defensive area for Thistle. Back to front's the route of travel there for Alex Jones.
Badly delivered ball that, just trundled out of play. Never going to stay in.
Push up, but it's a Rovers throw-in.
It's a bit of excitement in that first 16, 17 minutes. The two crunching, the 2 heavy fouls. Sorry, both justifiable yellows, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, that's certainly the chat on the board there as the ball comes back into play. John Baird almost grabbed a yard there. Ian Davidson cleans up.
Lovely.
John, we've got Momentarily we had a numerical advantage, but that's given away with one pass that's mislaid. Kieran McDonald,
he did well,
Regan Hendry, Ian Davidson. That lets you know everything about where the ball was. It was the left, it was centre, and it was back to the big centre half, Davidson. Here comes Davo. Regan Hendry looking for some width. Kieran McDonald offers it.
Lovely.
That's just beautiful, isn't it? That delivery from Regan Hendry.
And the takedown by McDonald was good as well.
Yeah, this one's played over the top. Oh, Ziggy falls over. Foul on John Baird.
Well won by John Baird.
Yes, I would agree with that. I hope you're enjoying the new layout, the new shop front for RaithTV Live. Free kicks taken early. Neil, there's a chance for us to swing one in. We'll want a throw in. Good work by Neil Ingebrigtsen, who will be back at the Nerve Centre, making sure everyone's logins are running smoothly as Raith Rovers have the ball on the halfway line. One for us to chase into the corner. Siggy's after it. In fact, it's Dylan Tate who was after it. Thistle clear it long. Brian Graham gets a touch. That's a little shove in the back, but referee plays on. Thistle still in possession. There's a ball over the top. There's a handball. Referee never seen it. And McDonald wins a throw in from it.
Did really well there.
That was Alex Jones with a handball there. To be fair to the linesman, he was blindsided from it. Ball just skipped off the surface.
Davey, your eyesight is better than mine, because I cannot make out that guy's number, so I'm going to take your word for it. That was Alex Jones. Throwing up the line, it comes off of Steve McLean for a Partick throw.
Well, the young team have momentarily piped down, and we're hearing a lament from the Thistle fans. I think there's almost as many flags as there is fans in that section of the ground. There are other wonderful flags saying, "Oh, Mary Hill is wonderful." The joy of supporting your local football team. Raith Rovers play it up the line. Partick Thistle intercept, only to find a Rovers player. A little bit of space. Is that McLean?
Yeah.
Into John Baird. That's quick play. Oh, how lovely, Raith Rovers. 3 passes. Ian Davidson almost put in his backside with the pace from John Baird's pass. Baird goes forward. It's opened up. Oh, he almost got Ziggy Bowie in there. A short clearance. Fortunately falls.
It was Dave Mackay rampaging up the right there, and the move broke down, and Bannigan is on the ball. Yeah, the three pass interchange from Raith Rovers was delightful in the middle of the park, and saw us put the back four under pressure. And that'll go through to Robbie Thompson. All good if we're starting to irritate the home fans. And they'll certainly know they're in a game so far. One rung of the league. David with the most obvious unlock code for his mobile phone there. I'm not telling you what it is, but have a guess, listeners.
Turpie liking the new layout. Great. If you're listening in for the first time, or if you're a regular listener but you've not yet used the chat facility, please note your presence, get involved. Neil and I will try and give you wee bits of extra information that you might fancy knowing that we don't readily give. We're quite simply here to keep you in contact with the game.
Good play by Kieran McDonald. Kyle Bennett in his hand. Now Ian Davidson on the ball.
Yeah, Davidson to Benny. They're composed across that back line. I think Davo will get it back. Here comes Thistle. Plenty of Rovers cover there. Alex Jones. Joe Cardle hugging that touchline as he loves. Gets a ball in early. Finds Alex Jones inside the 18-yard box. It falls to Brian Graham. It's okay, don't worry. Don't worry, the flag's up. Brian Graham quite clearly in an offside position. The flag was up before contact was made.
Miles off, wasn't he?
Oh, country mile. Keenman, I'm saying nothing to that post on the chat board. I never even thought of making that a 6-digit code. Yeah, it says it's pretty poor when 27-11-94 would have been improving my security. Throw in Raith Rovers just inside the Thistle half, front of the Colin Weir stand. Rovers happy to calm the game down when we get the opportunity.
Yeah.
It's not been played at breakneck pace.
Good flick on by McLean again, but
another throw in for Rovers. Ziggy Bowie's having a hard time of it up there at the back against Tamaware. He's a big unit, experience, been round the block. McDonald trying to find some space through Dylan Tate. John Baird buzzing about at the edge of the box, gets it into the box. Bowie's not going to get it. Hurried clearance from Partick Thistle. Joe Cardle makes that poor clearance into a good pass. Thumped up the park, switch. That's an amazing ball from Partick Thistle. Out to the right, they've got boys in advance here. This is dangerous. Here comes Jones. He's taking an extra touch across the face of goal. This could be a tap in for Thistle. Bring it down. Shot, block. It's going to fall with a blue jersey. We live to fight again as the ball's played up the park to McLean. It's in the middle. Who's going to get it? It's an up and under. Goes Ziggy. Partick Thistle centre half made contact. Dylan Tate wins the ball. End to end stuff. And for Bowie to chase, and that's thumped up the park. I think it will stay in. Oh, Benedictus has given it the Partick Thistle player. Here comes a counter attack here. They've laid it out. Joe Cardle, he's going to come inside and shoot. Cardle takes a turn, takes another turn, opens it up, shoots over the bar.
Too many touches, Davey. Too many touches by Joe Cardle. And it looked, Davey, just for a minute there, that Kyle Benedictus' slightly stray header, defensive header, fell to the Thistle player, but Cardle he dillied and dallied and cut inside, and rather than passage took a extravagant shot. I thought the first dip inside he should have hit it then, but he then had three more. Bit of a let off for the Rovers. Yeah, Robbie Thompson with the goal kick.
There's one for Benedictus to chase back. Brian Graham in attendance. Benny's going to play it long. He does. A little flick on there towards Ziggy. Nothing stuck for the big laddie up top. That one will go all the way from Partick Thistle's half. And Robbie Thompson actually keeps it in play. I thought he was going to let it run out there.
Well overcooked, wasn't it? Ian Davis accepts the short ball from Robbie Thompson and gets it back to Kyle Benedictus.
Yeah, it's Alex Jones, I think, who's caused more problems up top than Brian Graham thus far. Joe Cardle linking play from almost from the back four to the front line. As I say, there was a very poor clearance moments ago that fell to Cardle, and it was a swivel pivot and a great pass that took them from being under pressure to advancing into our territory. McLean to Davidson. He's dropped in short, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Bowie gets a touch, finds a yellow jersey, just enough on it from Bannigan. I thought that was going to struggle to make Scott Fox, but it had enough. Graham beaten to it by Dave Mackay. John Baird goes on a little run. He's got width if Bowie can peel off. He's looking for Bowie, but got to show yourself, Kyle. Nice ball inside there, finds Regan Hendry. Hendry, edge of the box. Dylan Tate plays it out to John Baird. He's going to drive it goalwards. Across face of the goal! Referee says play on. Shout for a handball there against Regan Hendry, but Partick Thistle come away with the ball. Best effort for Raith Rovers. Great ball into the box by John Baird. Here comes Thistle.
Well done.
Oh, Dylan Tate it is. Now it's Ross Matthews.
Tackle.
Little hurried ball there from Ross Matthews, not to the satisfaction of John Baird. I think he'll been given his instructions 70 minutes, burst the blood vessel.
Yeah.
Partick, build from the back, diagonal ball, just to remind you it'll be extra time and penalty kicks if required tonight. Dave Mackay back to the goalkeeper. It's okay, nothing to worry about there. O'Ware to Cardle. Cardle comes inside, finds a pass, that's going to go to the goalkeeper. No problem there for Robbie Thompson. Third game in a row. Clean sheet at Airdrie, a goal conceded at Stranraer, and so far so good here at Firhill Stadium. We believe it's now called the Energy Check Stadium. It'll always be Firhill to us. Robbie Thompson. It's a long floated ball for the centre half to Conquee's head. It is. And Rovers return it with gusto. It's going to go back to the goalkeeper. Nice bit of pressure there from Ziggy Bowie. And Scott Fox will play it long. Going by what both keepers have done so far suggests that there's no great wind advantage for either team. Yeah, I think the keeper's getting just about the same amount of distance. Dave Mackay puts that one 80 feet up in the air. John Baird ambitiously underneath it. Ball ricochets out to Brian Graham. And Dylan Tate wins it back for Rovers.
So Dylan Tate,
Robbie Thompson takes it.
He's everywhere, isn't he?
Oh, he's a great young talent.
I do find it interesting when the ball's going to midfield and it's Matthews and Tate. One's 12, one's 21, and you sometimes struggle because Tate is just so all action.
Yeah, when you claimed that that challenge there was Ross Matthews, I'm guessing it was purely on the ferocity of the challenge. It was the kind of passion and intent that he went in. That's the kind of the trademark of Ross Matthews. Given he's on a yellow card, we want to see a wee bit less of that. Things have settled down with both teams. A couple of late challenges, no clear malice in the game. It's been competitive, nothing more than that. Partick Thistle on the left hand side. Prentice, the winner throw in. Ian Davidson knocks it out. In fact, it's not Prentice, it's Penrice. My apologies to the Penrice family if you're listening in. Ball played up the line by Penrice. And it's a Rovers goal kick. As Joe Cardle and Ian Davidson exchange man parts to the bahookie. The game's taking a momentary little lull. Rovers fans keeping at it. To be fair, Murray 92, I think that no foul was given against Reagan. I think it might have been if he'd smashed the ball in the net, but Partick Thistle worked the ball clear, so there's no great advantage to be had. Ball over the top, it's a bit agricultural for Bowie to get after. He's won it. He's looking for some support. He gets it early into the box. Corner kick, Raith Rovers.
First corner of the match.
Oh, the big centre half's got a problem.
Nice.
Yeah, you always have a wee double take when a player goes down under no pressure. Is that the captain aware that's holding his?
Aye, that's who I thought it was.
His ankle there.
Yeah.
Dylan Tate heads over to take it. That's interesting. It's not Reagan Henry this time. Reagan's rocking the salmon pink boots of previous seasons. Here comes young Dylan. Every Raith Rovers player that's in there's made a goal. Yes! Go! Benedictus!
The skipper.
That's a goal. Raith Rovers won. Go Billy!
And he comes behind the goal and he's lapping up the celebrations in front of the Rovers mental team. We've got coloured smoke on the pitch, but you'll see that on your TV cameras and your TV pictures anyway. And the Rovers support are absolutely overjoyed at that.
Oh, you can hear that.
How long have we been waiting for that goal from Benny?
A goal from the set piece from Kyle Benedictus. Some of the young team have thrown on a blue smoke bomb. It's only made its way to the track,
to the gravel,
so they'll take a wee bit of time just to let that die down, I think. Dylan Tate, who took the corner kick, tiny shoelaces. Alan Newlands has a little look at the, can we be generous and call it pyrotechnics?
Yeah.
Given it, if I'm not at Starts Park, Mother Football and Passions, Northern Italy, where they have a rather more relaxed attitude to obviously fans' participation.
Yeah, Davey, Shrek Young has just called us the team from Division 1. It's League 1.
It's League 1 and it's League 1
in the cup.
1. Yeah. Championship 0. Kyle Benedictus, how long have we waited for that goal? Go Benny, that gives us even more joy than anyone else putting the ball in the back of the net. Such a favourite of ours. John Baird on the left hand side, taking Thistle to the task, winning a throw in. John Baird looks absolutely the man.
That goal has breathed life into the
of seasons back. I've been so impressed with John Baird over recent weeks. Kyle Benedictus. You want to join in, Neil?
Aye. Kieran MacDonald on the ball. Oh, no, giving that away.
Well, Thistle win the ball. Brian Graham, a rugged but fair challenge. Both Cardo and Davidson missed that ball. Dave Mackay clears it long. Yeah, I wonder if Cardo and Davidson lost the ball in the floodlights there.
I think the wind maybe took it as well.
Yeah, both of them missed it, but it's a Thistle throw in midway inside their own half, just in front of us here in the Jackie Husband stand. Kyle Benedictus again and again, and for a third time he wins it.
Captain Courageous.
McLean in possession, finds McDonald. The game is interestingly poised. Another goal for Rovers and it becomes a whole different ask for Partick Thistle as John Baird brings it down to Bowie. Gives it back to Baird. Dave Mackay on the rampage up the right hand side. Dylan Tate's with it. Go Dylan, he's got a chance to get it over. He comes inside, gets it on, gets it back to Baird. He's going to swing it in the box. That's a little bit wayward, but we're going to win it by McLean. McLean out to McDonald.
Maka to Maka.
Maka to Maka. There was an angle for Davidson there, but it's Regan Hendry who plays the ball in a forward motion. McLean's got himself in a wee bit of a guddle, but he keeps the ball and finds Davidson. That's experience for you.
That's what I was going to say. That's the experience for you. Davidson to Baird. Baird's drop shot.
Baird inside. Shoots over the bar from Johnny Baird.
Sorry. At one point we were both commentating there, so sorry, I'll leave that to you.
It's okay, jump in. I can never imagine a time when you and I have to apologise for being over-enthused with Raith Rovers being on top.
No, definitely not, no.
As we say, you know you're getting one thing guaranteed with Neil and I commentating. We will be fair to the opposition, but we will be fanatical about Raith Rovers. Fox kicks it long down to the halfway line. The Rovers choir are at it again. What a great noise. There must be 200 people jumping up and down there. Brilliant stuff. Here comes Thistle, left hand side. Cardo's came inside rather than his normal wide berth. It's Penrice, Brian Graham, followed by Davo. Gives it to Cardo. Joe Cardo gets a ball into the 6-yard box. Great save, Robbie Thompson at the near post. It was that danger man from the left back position, Penrice. James Penrice makes himself forward at every opportunity. He's got an engine in him.
And it was a ball in from Carl there. One of those crosses in that he didn't, for some people's taste, didn't provide often enough when he was at the Rovers. Preferring to cut in on his right foot, but he delivered with his left. But Thistle corner.
Looks like Rhys Cole to take it.
Spotted.
We've loaded the box. Here comes the ball right on top of the keeper. Oh, the keeper has got the call there. I think that's a goal kick rather than a foul. I'm not sure that Robbie Thompson was wholly convincing in that. Thistle fans arguing for Robbie Thompson to hurry up. That's interesting. Sky Sports have it 66 possession against a team from the Championship.
I've not been counting, but I don't think that's
I would find that generous. I'm thinking we're probably near the 48-52 mark. Both teams are going at it, and Raith Rovers have a throw in.
Steve
10 yards.
Just like sensed the defender on his back and just stood his ground, and the throw in was conceded. Expat
Town are picking up McLean for a goal. That would be welcome.
That's Franco.
Maybe I got some inside knowledge from the Russell camp, and it is that switched ball to Dave Mackay there. Joe Cardo muscles him off the ball. Wouldn't have had Cardo down to win that one. Davidson wins the header. Oh, comes off a Thistle player, and Raith clear it up at the second time of asking. Thistle right hand side making advance towards their 18-yard box. Ball's cut back. Oh, the Thistle fans aren't happy. Back to the halfway line it goes. Partick Thistle in an all yellow strip, or all yellow top rather, red shorts, red socks. Brian Graham turns, loses Davidson, inside there, shot on goal, way over the bar. And the only thing that was troubling was the BBC Alba cameraman.
Not going to happen, mate. Thistle fans imploring Robbie Thompson to hurry up, but you know, when you're
goalkeeper of team in lead takes time with goal kick. It's not going to make the back of the sports pages.
No, exactly. Neither's going to warrant a yellow card. The summary public execution that everyone's so
absolutely. Robbie Thompson, that's a great kick. Compare that to the distance on Saturday. Quite notably different. Ball's up for the winning there. Who's going to get it? Oh, that's a rugged challenge. Referee plays on and Raith Rovers come away with the ball. John Baird, lovely momentum, takes out 2 Partick Thistle players before threading it to Dave Mackay. He's got Regan Hendry on the right hand side. Here comes Bannigan, a step over. Hendry's going up the line. I think it's going to go out for a throw in. Thistle ball. Penrice certainly has been the pick of the Thistle players for me so far.
Very much so, yeah, very skillful.
I'm just waiting for somebody to post. That'll be Davey Neal with a left back fetish.
Yeah.
We do love a flying left back, even if it's the opposition player. That's O'Ware, plays a poor ball, finds Dylan Tate. Dylan happy to run with the ball to Matthews. Matthews to John Baird. He's going to dink one round the corner. Ziggy's chasing it. He wins it with a header, brings it down. John Baird offers it back up. We've only got one player in the box. He's going to try and find him. Keeper comes. Keeper holds it well. Good goalkeeping.
Ironic cheers by the Thistle support. I think maybe he's dropped a couple of clangers.
Maybe dropped some clangers recently. I thought Scott Fox done really well there.
One of the better keepers I always remember.
Yeah, me too.
Low reaches with Alloa and Thistle.
The ball's brought down by Brian Graham. He finds Joe Cardle. And Raith Rovers win the ball back. Oh, John Baird, his first wayward pass of the evening. And he wins it back. Well played, Bairdy. Ziggy getting one to chase up the line. They're looking for the keeper to come for it. He's going to have to come out of his box. It'll go for a goal kick. Yeah, Tam O'Ware looking for the goalkeeper to come, but at enough pace that Scott Fox just let the ball roll over the line for a goal kick. That'll be Thistle to get the game back underway. 6 minutes of the first half remaining. Partick Thistle 0, Raith Rovers 1.
Yeah, I always remember, David, when we were a solid championship or old first division side. You know, this is one of my favourite away days. I remember coming here and seeing Philip Burns score a goal, amongst others Gordon Diego.
Derek Holmes was the famous goal that won us the league, member against Hamilton.
Yeah. Oh yeah, right enough. Yeah,
on loan from Hearts, wasn't he? There's a good header there from Davidson.
Money monster, we used to call him.
Back to front there. Well, there's no family loyalties here. We're all about the dark blue tonight, but it's one of the few grounds that I've been to on non-Rovers duty. My family are coming to a game when Rovers are on the play, and I'll sometimes come through here for a game with them. Dave Mackay's going to have to deal with that. Oh, not convincing. Finds Cardle. Cardle's got 2 bodies to aim it. Cuts back. He's going to deliver it into the box. It's a good delivery. Headed out by Benedictus. They're going to get another chance to dink it across. Great touch there. Go Maka. Regan Hendry, middle of the park. Regains possession. Little trick doesn't come off and it gifts the ball. Back to Rhys Cole. Over the top. Benedictus is lost. Came inside. The ball goes outside. Here comes Thistle. Referee gets in the way. Thistle retain possession until Dylan Tate gets involved. Dylan Tate, lovely ball out wide. This is one for Regan Henry chase. He's only got Ziggy Bowie up top. Regan Henry tries to go round him and Big Tam O'Ware's up to the challenge. Plays it back to Penrice. That's an unusual choice of ball there. The keeper's going to have to get rid of it. Under pressure from Ziggy.
Takes a touch.
Bennett. Oh, he wins the ball and it skips under his feet. 3 against 3. Here comes Brian Graham. He's going to unleash one. He's gone round. He strikes it. Blocked by Kieran McDonald. Not only just a block, but he chases down the loose ball. It's going to go up the line there. Bowie's going to be beaten to that. He's back on his heels there. It's over the head of the Raith Rovers player. Joe Cardle is penalised, quite rightly so.
So that time he was penalised for that wee push on Dave Mackay.
Yeah, I mean, I see the flag up in the kind of offside position, but I thought he just had a little kind of...
Yeah, that's what I thought.
A little kind of shoulder bars there that was maybe a wee bit too forceful. 4 minutes to half time. Partick Thistle 0, Raith Rovers 1. Half time cup of tea is going to taste all the better if we can hold it where we are just now. I can see the tombola going down for the half time draw, so can't be long to go in the referee's whistle. Well, when I say there's no supporters' presence in the Colin Weir stand, I can see one notable exception. It was the Raith Rovers flag that caught me by attention, and I can see my friend, and I think friend of just about every Rovers fan, Jim McIntosh over there, ploughing a lone furrow and cheering on.
I saw him arriving as
the Rovers. Yeah, good to see Jim back. He was using my login at the weekend. He's been having back problems. There's a ball up the top for Rovers to chase. Ziggy Bowie, oh, it's almost to John Baird. That was very tantalising. Thistle come away with it. It's that man Alex Jones, he comes inside, he nudges it on. Here comes Thistle, it's going to take some good defending. And we had good defending. Oh, it's cleared hurriedly there by Raith Rovers. We had more time than that. Free kick Thistle, chance for them to load the box before the half-time whistle. Oh, we had more time to clear that than I think we first realised.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. And there's a follow-up foul on Brian Graham by Dylan Tate, gives Thistle a free kick.
Well, you've got 10 bodies back there. It's going to be a ball into the box there. We've certainly got bodies back as we head towards the half-time whistle. So here comes the ball. It's not that man Cardle. This is going to be whipped in to the corridor of uncertainty between the penalty spot and the 6-yard box, I think. Or is it direct on goal? No, it's in there, it's a header. Davidson's up, should be a corner, I think.
That was a good block.
Goal kick's given.
I fancy, Davey, that the referee got that one slightly wrong, and the linesman, but I'm not going to complain because it gives us a goal kick.
I'll take the goal kick, but I would have called that corner kick to Partick Thistle.
The angle it came off.
Yeah, it looked to me that it came off the thigh of Ian Davidson. I don't think we're going to see an awful lot more in this half. That's given as a Raith Rovers throw-in. Maka to take it. Finds a Thistle player, but Ross Matthews is in there. It'll be a Thistle throw-in. There's been an ascendancy the last 3 or 4 minutes.
Aye. Been a good bit of to and fro about the match.
Yeah, absolutely.
We have a goal, we stride forward and Thistle comes through.
Yeah, McLean does well there to win that ball, and Raith Rovers won a throw-in. As I think it was Ross Matthews played it off the Thistle player. Yeah, we're getting called out. It wasn't a corner, it was most certainly a goal kick. This is going to go back to the goalkeeper. He should launch it long. Thanks for the update. You'll have a better vantage point on many of the things that we'll call from first vision. Over the top, Benedictus. Oh, Regan Henry, delightful. Ball from Regan to John Baird. It's up in the air. Who's going to win it? Regan's underneath it again. He brings it down. Chips one up the line for Ross Matthews. He gets a nice little touch. The Thistle player, I think, will look to just play that out.
Charge down.
1 minute's added time as the ball's delivered into the box. Tamil Ware plays that out. Throw in Raith Rovers. Maybe about 10 yards from the touchline, left hand side. Kieran McDonald to take it.
And that teasing cross there, it was just headed for John Baird, but Tamil Ware got ahead in it and got it away. Out for another throw in.
Henry inside the box, he's flicked over one player. Oh, he's lost it in the air, but it's going to find, I think, McLean. We're going to dink it in. We do dink it in. It's over the top, it's headed out. Dylan Tate gets in front of the Thistle player, tries to bring it down. Thistle player has it, he's looking to get an angle to clear it, and he does. He clears it up towards Brian Graham. He's in a foot race with Kyle Benedictus, who wins the ball. Back to the goalie. Certainly I'll make that the minute's up. There goes the half-time whistle. Partick Thistle now. Raith Rovers won.
So mics are live. Thistle are about to take the kick-off of the second half, and we're off. Thistle 0, Rovers 1, as if you didn't know already. Rovers this time shooting towards the empty end and defending the John Lambie stand. Ross Matthews on the ball. Davidson gets it forward, but headed out by the defender. Kel Benedictus, the goal scorer, lumps it forward. John Baird beaten to it. Dave Mackay. Ross Matthews brings it down. Henry spreads it out to Kieran Maka. Wide left, man in front of him. Gets it Stephen McLean, who's wearing an interesting combination of coloured boots, one pink, one yellow. Steve McLean right back at left back here, gets it back to Benedictus. He squares it off to Robbie Thompson. Big ball forward there. Slightly mistimed header. Right back gathers the ball and pumps it forward. Brian Graham making use of himself. And
nice, Ian Davidson.
Excellent tackle there. Just outstanding stuff. Dylan Tate, Dave Mackay showing a clean pair of heels to Joe Cardle. Dylan Tate crowded out there. I think it's Jones here on the ball. And Jones is on the ball now, sorry, goes to the byline, keeps it in. Squares it. Oh, and then scramble clear by the Rovers defence. Here comes Thistle again though. Cross in from the left, and Robbie Thompson knows that, doesn't have to jump, and gathers the ball in. Gets it off quick to Regan Hendry. Stephen McLean in front of him. Stephen McLean wearing 14 makes me think that we've brought on a sub even when it's the first half, but that's the squad number. Ross Matthews gets it out to Dave Mackay. Big ball down the line there, but it stays in. Dylan Tate can't get an end of it, and the Thistle left back manages to keep it in, but now it's out for a Rovers throw.
Well, the quiz question is, when did Kyle Benedictus last score for Raith Rovers?
Tell us.
Well, we've got the answer here. Will we let it sit for a couple of minutes on the chat board?
Yeah, let's see what the...
Oh, there's a Stramash on the touchline.
Some silliness about throw-ins, and...
As always, if somebody in the chat board could let us know that we're coming through. I don't see any complaints, so I imagine it's all good. Folks firing in about the Rovers dugout there. We'll take the first couple of guesses on Kyle Benedictus' last goal. I'll leave it no more than a minute, because that's normally how long Google takes.
Well, before you showed me the answer, Davey, I was thinking that goal against Alloa at home in the Ray McKinnon season, so that was 4 years at least.
Benny's last goal against Cove Rangers in the League Cup, 15th of July 2016.
And the talk amongst the Thistle media guys and the stadium announcer at half-time was story of our season, half first half, not defending corners well and not taking chances that come their way. Thistle win a free kick, they went their own half. I'm not sure what the foul was, but it didn't happen there either.
Yeah, Ian McCall won't need much motivating for a tie against Raith Rovers. We've been nip and tuck with Ian for most of his managerial career, haven't we? Particularly through his time at Ayr United.
Shot from distance, and Robbie
great save.
Gathers low into his right. Good strike, good save. Just
yeah,
the keeper needed.
He struck that early, but the keeper had a really good line of vision on it.
Yeah, it's interesting what you said. I recall his kind of track to progress. He only broke free when he got into the Premier with Dundee United. Otherwise, he's been in and around us for a while. And a feisty opponent when Ayr won the league a couple of seasons ago. Throwing decision doesn't go Thistle's way, and I suppose got a bit to say about that.
It's funny, isn't it? That's right in front of us. It was as clear as day a Raith Rovers throw, and there was no ifs, ands or buts about it, but we've got Mr. Raging of Maryhill beside us.
Choking on his quinoa salad. Bannigan comes away with it, spreads the play to Penrice. Around the line he comes, he's taking that shot with Dylan Tate's there to cover and mops up Hendry and Tate. Tate looks as like he's been playing beside Hendry and Matthews for the...
Absolutely. See the amount of confidence this boy has. It's amazing, really is amazing. Unassuming, he's not cocky.
Yeah, not misguided enthusiasm or confidence. Bowie holds it up.
That's a foul, referee.
Yeah, totally, yeah.
Well, I wondered if he was playing an advantage that never came. He certainly should have stopped play there. Thistle have knocked the ball out of play, but not for any charitable reasons. And Bowie's up and okay.
So it's a Rovers throw on the far side in the almost empty Colmere stand. The Rovers keeping it going.
Yeah, they're keeping it going.
They only just stopped for a wee break at half time, I think.
Absolutely. It's brilliant. Looking down, I see a few well-kent faces there, but it's mostly kind of lads in the kind of 14, 15, 16.
And Paul Allen.
And Paul Allen. Yeah, I can see a few of the older heads as well there. I think that's the match attendance coming to us. It's 2,176 is the match attendance. 2176. No number on how many away fans there are.
And it's Kieran McDonald wide left. Ball into the area, aiming for McLean, headed down, but scrambled, brutally clear by Allware and out for a Rovers throw. So a very healthy crowd in the, Valentine's night live on telly, blah.
Yeah.
Happy at that. And we're saying, I'm saying.
Look at that, that's a brilliant travelling support. Absolutely fantastic.
Throw in comes to Dylan Tate. Down the line
Lovely.
to John Baird.
Oh, nice.
But he can't get on the end of it. A slack ball. Ball in from the right. Oh, brought down by McLean.
Oh, corner kick.
Wide, that's a corner. Well spotted, Davey. I thought that was just a miss-hit shot that had gone wide. But he did so well to dig the ball out under pressure.
Really did.
Just back to go, get a turn and get a shot in. Yeah. David is doing some technical adjustments here. Adjusting my fluffer, as they call it. Thank you very much. The corner's not been taken yet, so we've not missed anything. And you can see the action on your screen.
Here's the corner.
Corner comes. Now it comes into the 6-yard box. Headed up to the edge of the box. Cardo completes the clearance. Brian Graham brings it down. Ross Matthews all over him like a dirty rash, but he gets the ball away down the line to Jones. Spins inside, slightly gives it away, and Dave Mackay pumps it forward, and it's been kept in. John Baird's going to keep this in. Yeah, does well. Takes on the left back. Oh, it was a cross, it was a shot, it was neither of the two, and it was out for a goal kick. Wee bit of composure there, and I think that was actually. That was actually Regan Hendry made that run down the right wing, not John Baird. Should look to the boots, Davey?
Even Raith Rovers players, it is sometimes difficult. For example, Ross Matthews has had a really tight shave to the side and the back of his head,
yes.
And it's really thrown me because it's more Dylan Tate-like.
And as a Stephen McLean now looks like one of the youngsters with the extra short hair.
Yeah, Benny missed that header, but Kieran McDonald was there to make good.
Ross Matthews headed flick on. Bairdy heads it on, and Ziggy was offside, and yeah, that's the right shout.
Yeah, I know it's John Baird who breaks through, but Ziggy is challenging the fullback, the centre half rather.
Yeah. Ziggy doing there what John McGlynn said he spotted him doing in his very first ever reserve league game against a now Partick Thistle player, Stephen Saunders. He was unsettling the defenders, being awkward.
Well, I'm getting emergency news from the left-hand side here telling me that Benny's goal gift didn't go up.
Oh dear.
We've waited 3.5 years to see it. We better get that sorted out.
Ball forward from Allware. Over the head of Brian Graham and out for a goal kick. Disappointing. Brian Graham saying he wanted it on the chest there. And
well, if I can use the title of an excellent, probably mid-80s Scottish film, Restless Natives.
Yes, very good. A classic. With the soundtrack.
The Wolfman and the Clown, remember that one?
Yeah, I do, very much so. And the soundtrack as well, by Big Country, was my main memory from that film. Ball forward from Robbie Thompson. Steve McLean headed flick on, and Thistle's Fence gets it away. On to this time the chest of Brian Graham in the final third. Ross Matthews digs in, wins the ball, and Kieran McDonald completes the clearance. Ziggy Bowie just outsmarted there by the defender, and Bannigan comes away with it. Takes an extra touch and Ziggy's all over him, but he gets it out to Penrice. He comes in field, bursts through two players, takes the return pass into Brian Graham, accepts the return pass, but Kyle Benedictus gets the tackle in. Here they come again. Shot from distance, a grubber, and cleared. Ziggy Bowie, time to turn, gets it off to John Bowie. John Bowie? John Baird. Yeah, David Bowie's wee brother. Ball forward from Dylan Tate, but he put too much on that, and it's through to Scott Fox, the Thistle keeper. Bannigan dropping deep, central midfield playmaker. Allware on the ball, and then Penrice for Thistle. As you'd expect, a goal down, you're looking at the championship team to come out all guns blazing and try and redress the balance, but Davison gets it away. Oh, a lovely turn by Ziggy Bowie, just let the ball run. He's got McLean going out to him.
McLean, give him it.
Ziggy Bowie,
give him it.
Yeah, I know, yeah, he was roaring for it. And we have found Partick Thistle's Ian Davidson. Thomas Allware getting it tight.
Oh, you do wonder if he'd slipped in McLean there.
Yeah, McLean had a really enterprising run, you know, just peeling off at Bowie, but he only had eyes for the goal there, the young man. Ball forward. Steve McLean battles away, wins the ball. Oh, John Baird like sniffing around there. Benedictus gets a defensive header in. And down the line, Kieran McDonald just knocks out for a throw in. Yes. Thistle just in the middle of the park here. Tried to play it in, but Regan Hendry stands firm. Gets it off to McDonald.
Oh, nice.
Smart stuff. Infield to McLean. Deep line. He over the top to Kieran Bowie. And the right back took an extra touch and got it back to the keeper there. Fox gets it away though. Ryan Graham. Benedictus all over him, gets the ball away, and slack header from John Baird this time.
Yeah, he's saying that Ross Matthews should have went into the space, but it's a hard call.
I mean, Thistle are knocking it around effectively enough, but maybe guilty of overplaying it a little bit. Being forced back the way this time. And good defensive work by Dave Mackay, and Rovers win the throw-in on the far side. Looks like there's going to be some sub-action from Thistle there. Yeah, certainly they're going to be bringing on somebody, but we'll find out who that is in a minute. It's actually a free kick to the Rovers. I think that must have been an offside call that I missed. So Robbie Thompson takes the free kick deep in his own half. Thomas O'Well wins it all day long, but it breaks there and slightly scrappy, and another big ball forward by the Thistle defence. Brian Graham underneath it, but
well
can't win
done,
it.
Davo.
Yeah, and Dylan Tate gathers up the scraps, being dragged all over the place, and wins a free kick on the halfway line. Jones incurring the wrath.
I just cannot compliment Dylan Tate enough.
No.
And for it,
so Lewis Mansell, number 18, comes on for Alex Jones for the Thistle of the Partick.
Yeah, that bit of business last week in terms of tying up Dylan for an extra year. Fantastic, well done the board.
Yeah. As was the work done on the negotiating a good transfer agreement for Kieran Bowie. You know, you can't really say enough about the foresight shown by the manager, the player and his agent and the board in making sure that Rovers are looked after, assuming all goes well with Kieran's career. Anyway, Thistle tried to break there, but Steve McLean intelligently wins a throw-in off the Thistle player.
Half an hour to go.
Yeah. Kieran McDonald doing the statutory stealing of about half a mile there.
Yeah, how much space did he steal there?
Oh, very iffy clearance there by the Thistle defender, and it's another Rovers throw-in.
Rovers at walking pace now, just happy for that clock to tick down moment by moment.
Kieran Maka wide left. Another throw-in.
We do look like we've got a counter-attack in us, don't we?
At the moment, Thistle got everyone back on the 20-yard line, apart from Brian Graham, who's occupying the thoughts of Benedictus and Davidson behind him. Kieran McDonald gets it off to McLean. Regan Hendry bursts in the box, squares it.
Oh, good save, the goalkeeper.
And Steve McLean couldn't keep the move alive, and Thistle gets it clear. Benedictus wins it in the air. Headed up and on by Bowie, and Stevie Mack. Bit of head tennis, nice. Gets it out to McDonald. Good stuff by him. First time over the top to Matthews. Hendry lays it off to Baird. Shoots. Oh, great save by Fox.
Wonderful play, Raith Rovers.
Yeah,
absolutely
lovely.
Beautiful. Oh, a sweeping move there from the left-hand side over to the right. Regan Hendry skipping a ball to John Baird. Lovely connection. And that's two great saves and very quick. Time from Scott Fox.
This one seemed to go from calmness personified to panic measures, but they got the ball here in the final third. Spreads it out to the number 14, quickly into the feet of the striker.
Chance.
Shot and well over. That's actually a corner. Deflected. Didn't spot that at first.
Oh, how good was that move that could have put us 2-0 up. But the pendulum swings to the other end very, very quickly.
Exactly, yeah. It's going to be Bannigan involved in everything. He's going to be taking this corner. And the same end that Benny scored in the first half. So Bannigan's going to take this left-footed. Got all the big guns to aim for as usual. Kieran Bowie, the man closest to him. Corner comes in, back post. Up and won well by
Benny, it was.
Benedictus, yeah. Is that Joe Cardle there? Fleet of foot, gets it all the way back to Penrice. Cross in from the left, floated. Oh, and just headed off by Davidson.
A little bit of good fortune there.
Headed by Davidson off the back of the head of Brian Graham and into the grateful arms of Robbie Thompson. It's going to take ages getting this one away. Yeah,
it was Mansell and Graham that went up there with Davidson. He headed it forward and it came off the back of the Partick Thistle player's head into the gloves of the goalkeeper.
Big kick forward by Robbie. One in the air and headed up by the Thistle defender. Slightly errant there, and Steve McLean just knocks it up in the air, gives Bowie something to chase. Ball still in, battling away with the right back. Yeah, concedes the free kick.
Can't argue with that.
Nah. Thistle boy in front of me was proper raging at that.
Proper raging.
Like the most heinous foul you'd ever seen.
Yeah, on the touchline.
Yeah, over to Penrice. Penrice infield to the number 10. 12, sorry, Rhys Cole. On loan from Brentford, I'm told. One of these promising youngsters. Meanwhile, it's Rovers with a throw in.
Yeah, Partick Thistle trying to pen us in. They'll know that we don't have a long throw on us. Subs bench has gone up, and it's Dylan Tate or is it Sean Baird? It's Dylan Tate going off.
Yeah, Dylan Tate off.
Brad Spencer, so straight swap.
Yeah.
Youthful passion for experience. And no shortage of guile from Brad Spencer.
Yeah, very clever player. Somebody who is desperate to get minutes under his belt. Would prefer to be starting, but a real point to prove. McDonald with the throw-in. Ross Matthews battling away, but Thistle come away with it. Rhys Cole tries to play it through. Edge of the box, left-footed, but charged down.
Benedictus again with a block.
Yeah, that man again.
All 11 men behind the ball for Raith Rovers. Only 25 yards out from our goal line.
Cross comes in from Cardle, and it's Ian Davidson. Just picks it up after Brian Graham got half a touch in it. Cardle again. Takes a run at Brad Spencer, comes in field, crosses with the right, but only as far as Regan Hendry heads it out. Good foot in there by Ross Matthews.
Rovers ball.
Yeah, and he was fouled as he tried to follow up on that, and a good pressure reliever from the Rovers there. Just trying to break out and take the play and get the Rovers up the field. Robbie Thompson's going to take this free kick.
Can I get the other battery pack in the wire?
So Robbie Thompson's going to aim for Steve McLean. Bowie looking to gather the flick on. McLean goes up.
He does well in there, doesn't he, Steve McLean?
He does, yeah. And he's not a mountain of a man, is he?
No.
Regan Hendry and McDonald to McLean. Plays in Bowie. Cross into the 6-yard box, but nobody there to gather.
A little bit timid.
And hacked out and out for a throw-in by O'Ware, I think that was. Regan Hendry to take the throw-in. Kieran McDonald's going to come back to take the throw-in. When you're one goal down at home and the visiting team just takes a few extra seconds, it feels like the worst thing in the world.
Yeah,
we've all been victim to it.
Yeah, I have to say the commentary is actually one of the things that's calmed me down from being Mr. Irate of Kirkcaldy, because I used to be raging at a throw-in, but actually when you see it when you have a microphone in front of you, you tend to be a wee bit more rational. Yeah,
Brad Spencer keeps the ball in there, did well there, and wins another throw-in. Kieran McDonald is taking his time here. And he'll be good with power. Yeah.
Good with power, yep.
Throw in comes into Hendry. Hendry takes 2 men on and
looking for a foul that was never
ground.
coming.
Yeah. Bannigan switches it over to Penrice, a left back. First times it.
That's nice football, Partick Thistle.
Yeah. Over the halfway line they come. Cole spreads it out to Brian Graham. A lot on that ball.
He's not getting that.
And the best he can do is concede a throw in to the Rovers rather than let it run out of play for a goal kick. Again, it's Kieran McDonald's going to have to take this in a defensive position. Thistle are going to want to pin us in. So I'm guessing.
Yeah, I noticed that Thistle really pushed in tight with the last throw in as well. McLean coming to offer something up the line.
Yeah. McDonald aims for McLean. Flicks it on.
Oh, interesting.
And John Baird.
Oh, terrible foul.
Takes one for the team and is a yellow card all day long. Reminds me of that run that Baird did it against the Powers years ago to set up Taddy's goal. Just sprinting away from the defender. But this time the defender actually did his job and brought him down. Thistle fan raging that we don't take our free kick quick enough.
Where?
Oh, where? Yeah. Oh, where? So it's going to be Kyle Benedictus to take the free kick. As ever, he's going to be aiming.
Thistle getting another player stripped over far side there. Too far for me to see who, but
Benny with a free kick aiming for McLean. Gets up, wins it, flicks it on, but Penrice defends it and gets it away. Brian Graham looking to battle for the ball, and up it goes head to head with Davidson. This will come away with it. Cardwell on the left comes inside, crosses with the right. And I wonder that is brilliant.
Robbie Thompson. Oh, he plucked that out of there.
Nothing to do for a while, but he brings that off. And now Reagan Hendry on the breakaway, far left, down the line to McLean. Holds the ball up. Wins the free kick. The throw-in, sorry, yes.
Oh, Robbie Thompson stepped forward and take a bow in front of this wonderful travelling support because that was a powerful arm.
And he kept us in it there, didn't he?
You seen the balls that drifted over? Was it Penrice who got the...
Yes. He delivered the ball, yeah. Kyle Benedictus.
Yeah, that was going net bound there. Goalkeeper.
Spencer in the centre circle.
Oh, interesting. Bowie. Smash it.
Shoot.
Oh!
Leave this. Oh, hard lines, Bow.
Oh my God, Miss Thistle! One pass!
And that was quick thinking by Brad Spencer to just slip it into Kieran Bowie. Took a touch and should have done better with a shot.
Substitution for Partick Thistle. Leaving the field, number 12, Chris Quinn. Replaced number 77, Mitch Austin.
Substitution for Thistle. Mitchell Austin's come on.
Yeah, Mitch Austin, yeah. Who went off?
Goalkeeper gets the game back underway. Another header for McLean.
Kieran Bowie did well to hold that ball up, and Ross Matthews down the left wing comes in field. Good stuff by him.
Oh, lovely.
McLean.
He's going to keep going.
McLean shoots some distance but drags it wide.
Yeah, Murray 92, I'm absolutely with you. I bet that save looked even better when you get to see it 3 or 4 times back. As I say, the BBC Alba cameras are right behind us, so we're looking right down the barrel of the gun there. Great save from the goalkeeper.
Oh, Steve McLean, Kieran Bowie just slips it past his man. Right,
lovely Bowie.
There's a man on the floor, and that man was Cardle. McDonald decides against slinging it in. Decides to take on his man again. Now the cross comes in.
Oh,
headed clear.
Russ Matthews, I thought he was going to connect there. Good stuff, Rovers.
Get it back here. Dave Mackay goes on a run. Spreads
lovely.
it out. Tim Baird crosses in. Oh,
Matthews off the bar!
Ball from Matthew. It looked easy.
Oh, Ross!
And he headed it. The cross came in from Baird. Ross Matthews headed it into the turf, and it bounced up onto the crossbar and out, when it looked easy to knock it into the goal.
Oh, is that a pivotal moment in the game? The Thistle fans are raging, but we know that it's fine margins. Great save from Thompson, and it could have and should have been 2 moments later.
Maybe I thought, Rovers was fouled in midair there. Slightly late whistle by the referee, but got the call right.
Oh, Ross Matthews.
The goal machine.
Oh, I just seen it sitting up perfectly for him there.
Interesting that they're both out of the top scorers in the match preview article. Gullen and Kenny Miller, neither with the clubs, neither with their respective clubs anymore. But Rovers spreading the goals around the season, as we know. Well won in there. That was brilliant.
Matthews is in there again.
He's won it. Oh,
that's unlucky against Matthews. 18 minutes left.
Is that all? Oh, didn't even looked. Yeah, Murray, you're definitely right with your most recent comment there.
I don't see any movement from the Rovers bench. I wonder if we'll see a Tony Dingwall coming on for John Baird maybe, or for Kieran. Maybe Dan Armstrong for Bowie to just stretch the game a wee bit.
Yes, at that point in the game where you would think John Baird might welcome a little rest. Flanagan comes away with it though. Spreads play out onto the left hand side to Penrice. He comes in field as usual. Well defended by Ian Davidson.
Yeah.
Didn't stand on centre, he just knocks it out of play.
When it needs to be ugly, it can be ugly.
Flanagan now overtaking throw-ins.
Double subs, what our insiders giving us an eye on. It looks like Dan Armstrong and Tony Dingwall to me.
Yep, well spotted.
Well done, Lindsay.
Down the right hand channel for McLean to chase, but he's not going to get there, and it's back with Scott Fox. Controls the ball with his feet. McLean gets across to close him down, and Fox can only get as far as Brad Spencer. All over the top.
Ball.
Regan Hendry lets it bounce over the top to McLean. Gathers some space for himself. Squares it. Hendry. Left foot. Shoots. 2-0 to the Rovers. Surely that's us in the final now, mate. And Regan Hendry sprints the length of the pitch to celebrate in front of the Rovers fans. One halfway is on the pitch, and 5 more have joined him.
10 more have joined. 20 on the pitch. 30 on the pitch. Partick Thistle now. Raith Rovers 2. The Stewards have lost control. Pitch invasion.
What's that? And exciting stuff there. For the Rovers fans. Yeah, I see. And we're just saying, of all the people on the pitch, who's leading the charge. You'll know when you see him on the telly, folks. But that's 2-0 to the Rovers, and a couple of Thistle fans have had enough.
It's the doubles. It's Kieran Bowie who's making his way off.
And it was funny, Davey, in the car on the way here, me and Ian Grieve were saying Regan Hendry's not going to score today unless it's a penalty. He doesn't get forward enough. He doesn't have enough of a rocket shot. Well, he didn't need a rocket shot there. He just used skill, patience, and he's waiting for the goalie to commit and just slipped it the other side of him, as you would have all seen on the pictures live or when the highlights go up.
Great goal. Work between McLean and Regan Hendry. He had to come across. It was a bit like that move that Cardle tried in the first half, where he had to go, come back.
Yeah,
but actually finished it off with aplomb. And we've got 15 minutes remaining, and we're 2 goals to the good.
And what was that? What was that list statistical anomaly that Rovers always freeze when it's live TV cameras? Well, not tonight. The players haven't anyway.
We go again.
And we're here on the right hand side, and it's Thistle get it away.
Well, there is some Thistle fans leaving, but fair play to the majority because they're sticking with their team. I have to say, a wee mini pitch invasion, everybody down there will be loving it, but I always think, for me, that sours it a wee bit. I'm probably being an over pedantic fuddy-duddy, but look at them bouncing about and enjoying themselves. That is magic.
As Paul Daniels would say.
The ball slung into the box. McDonald's going to let it run out.
Nobody
goal
there,
kick,
though.
Raith Rovers. And I think there was more rage shown at that ball that was thumped out the park than the goal that we scored there. I'll tell you what it does, it takes me back to the early and mid-90s, being in the midst of all of that noise and nonsense. It's brilliant. So glad that these young lads and lassies are getting a chance to do that.
And John Baird milking the applause as he goes off, as Davey predicted. Gives a big hand to the young team and the entire 700 plus Rover supporters.
Tony Dingwall to come on. We know what song will be going up next. Baird will tear you apart again.
John Baird enjoying being back at Firhill. He's a striker that's really come into his own over the last few weeks, showing all his experience. And that last final piece of the jigsaw, Stephen McLean up beside him, seems to have done the trick. Tony Dingwall offers
brilliant. He's been brilliant, John Baird.
Tony Dingwall offers a different threat from John Baird. You know, he's all energy.
It's been like having another captain in the final third of the park. The way he's instructed, he's got a real passion about him again.
Robbie Thompson's ball forward. Regan Hendry gets a foot on it. Brian Graham tries to spread play out, but
nothing's going right for Thistle just now, is it?
It's not one of those nights when it's mattered.
Mitch Austin there. The ball went under his heel.
Ball over the top, but Thomas Aware defends it well. Ross Matthews heads it forward. Big ball for the Rovers. Defence to deal with, and Kieran McDonald gets on the end of it. Steve McLean just slows it down.
That's a nice ball.
Ross Matthews down the channel. Tony Dingwall is going to chase this.
Go on, Dingers.
All the way back to the keeper it goes. Fox has to play it quickly. Not too convincing. But won by Bannigan, and he gets.
Mack is injured. And we've used all 3 subs.
And we're away on the right hand side. That's Dave Mackay bombing forward like a man possessed.
Great ball into McLean. Mack is struggling.
Matthews.
Look at the space here. If they play out wide, we've got no left back. That's terrible Partick Thistle.
Look at them.
Look at McDonald is completely out of the game. So Mitch Austin's got 20 yards in front of him, and any ball played, he's got a straight run in and go. They overplay the ball out for a Rovers throw.
Kieran McDonald, he's dropped to his backside. He's on the ground. He's done something. He's not happy. He's injured in some way.
I can see us playing out the rest of this game with 10 men. That's the killer of that substitute that was made moments before. Well, we've seen things of the past. I mean, we've seen Dan Armstrong playing at left back before.
Yeah. And coped well in that.
I would imagine that would be the move that would happen.
If it means McDonald missing the next game, and he's
been taken off. Is that Stephanie, the physiotherapist?
Stephanie, the match day physio.
It's like he's trying to stretch off a pull.
I think he's going to be okay.
Yeah, I'll let you keep an eye on the game, and I'll keep an eye on injury.
Throw-in comes in from Dan Armstrong. Thistle get their feet on the ball, and
he's wanting to come back on. Thank you, Molly.
Yeah, and Kieran McDonald seems to be moving freely enough. He can jog back into position as Thistle play around with the ball on the halfway line. Bannigan, as ever, spreads it out to the big defender. Number 21's on the ball, down the channel, cross it in the 6-yard box, and there's Captain Benny to get away. Dan Armstrong. Ooh, slightly iffy touch there.
Yeah, a little bit light on the touch there.
Yeah,
exposed Dave Mackay.
Toss it in the 6-yard box. Ricochets and volleyed straight at Robbie Thompson. Probably their best chance apart from the save.
Nail it all night.
It is, yeah.
When they get a chance to smash one from in line with the penalty spot on the volley, and it goes right to our goalkeeper's arms.
And it came down out the air and fell and sat up perfectly. And the first time volley was true.
We're certainly going to see 3 or 4 minutes injury time. Yeah. I think Alan Newlands is taking touch of how long we've been.
Great header by Benny. Defensive header by Thistle, but only as far as Hendry comes in field, spreads it out to Dave Mackay.
Got away with that one.
Yeah. Dave Mackay back to Ian Davidson. Regan Hendry just buys some space in the middle there. He's a class apart.
He's a class act.
Yeah.
He could have played a much easier ball, but he just likes the pirouette and the little bit of pressure he invited on himself and dealt with beautifully.
Steve McLean against Thomas Aware won it, but the ball forward, and it was
McLean ducked out of it for Dan Armstrong.
Yeah, he's forcing the right back.
There's another player that needs game time.
Yeah,
needs to make an impression.
Bannigan almost with a slack touch, but this will come away with it. Baggin has to go backwards. Back all the way back to the goalkeeper. Fox takes a touch. He's done that a few times, but he gets away to Over. And the Rovers choir, as you can hear and hopefully can see on your TV screens, are in good voice still.
Yeah, singing out a lament for John McGlynn. Well earned. The man's done a miracle job so far this season when you look at what's been put in front of him.
Well, injuries to your two best players in Vaughan and Hendry and
you
all
take
the rest of it.
Benedictus out for a period of time, all of those suspensions.
Thistle.
Yeah, McDonald's just holding that left back position. I think he's more of a body than a presence.
He seems to be moving freely though, so that makes me less worried about the next few games.
There's a chance. Thistle. Davison, well done.
Yeah.
And Dingwall, good clearance.
Yeah. Tony Dingwall charges that cross down. Penrice keeps it alive. Dingwall, Cardle. Right-footed cross. Goal for Thistle. Thistle 1, Rovers 2. And I think that was Brian Graham with the glancing header. Just had to get a little bit on it, and it headed into the goal there.
Well, it wouldn't be Raith Rovers if it wasn't going to be full of anxiety. Lewis Mansell.
Lewis Mansell, the goal scorer, not Brian Graham. Sorry about that, folks.
So 7 minutes plus stoppage time, so probably about 12 minutes left. And work to be done.
So it's all to play for now. Makes us even more thankful of that second goal. Thistle 1, Rovers 2. Henry just brings it out of the sky and Dingwall pumps it forward. Certainly woken the Thistle fans up, and Kyle Benedictus stands strong there and defends well and gets it off to Tony Dingwall. Tony Dingwall goes up against Bannigan, pushes him all the way.
Quite literally pushes him all the way.
Exactly, yeah.
Goal kick, Raith Rovers.
So Robbie Thompson's going to take this goal kick.
And well done the young team. They're back at their drumming, they're singing. There's what look like Estonia flags down there being waved about.
They are, yeah. Robbie Thompson's going to take this goal kick. He's going to aim for McLean as usual. No change to the script there. Need a big kick from him. Breaks off of O'Ware. And well done by Ross Matthews, I think.
Dan Armstrong, I think, actually.
Yeah, making inroads down the right hand side, but just crowded out there. Bannigan centres to everything for Thistle. Number 21 comes away with it over the halfway line. Dingwall racing to get back with him. Cross comes in and defended well and out. No, a goal kick.
Goal kick.
Yeah.
Brian Graham's raging about that. Now it'll be the Robbie Thompson show.
Doing a little jump in the air for the Thistle fans behind him as he puts the ball down for this goal kick.
I've just kept counting, that was 21 seconds between picking the ball up and taking it.
Yeah, is that right?
That's milking it.
Reagan Hendry just lobs it up into the heavens, and Steve McLean's going to get on the end of this, out towards the right back area, and he does well to win that ball, use all of his experience, skill and presence. McDonald.
Yeah, he's going again, McDonald.
Yeah, McDonald seems to be fine. Dingwall. McDonald again out on the touchline, back to Dingwall. Back to McDonald, and another throw in for the Rovers. So Kieran McDonald with a throw. Ross Matthews offers himself shot. I think we're going to be going towards the corner flag with this one. Tony Dingwall though comes inside. Dingwall slips it.
Dan Armstrong, edge of the box.
Skillful on the ball, he gets out to McLean.
We're going to go to the corner, Neil.
Kieran McDonald infield to Armstrong.
Unconventional.
Unconventional, yeah. He tried a wee grubber kick into the middle, but Fox alerts it. Big ball forward, and Davidson up and gets half a head on it. Brian Graham links the play. And that is
Yellow card.
is that Dave Mackay? Aye. Maybe
Can't argue. Can't argue with that.
In fact, no, is that a
dive?
It's a yellow card.
A yellow card for a dive.
I thought it was a very soft award of a foul and a yellow card for the foul, but the Rose was actually a foul.
I have to say, it's because we're so passionate about this. Every time Thistle come forward now, I've got that they're Brazil in my head, and I thought, oh no, they're going to get one to launch into the box here, but Alan Newland saw that was a dive.
Robbie Thompson just places the ball down for the free kick. Some welcome respite on this occasion. Big ball forward. O'Ware wins it all day, but out for another Rovers throw. John Baird caught the ball and then just sat down with it.
I'm going to go for 4 minutes stoppage time.
Yeah, that's a fair shout, I think, with the number of subs, and down the line it goes. Back to Dave Mackay, and ball deemed to have gone out for no, offside. Tell a lie. So Fox all the way over the left back, almost in front of the tunnel. Yeah, the tunnel. Thistle is in the bottom corner, and he's going to take this free kick. Aiming for Brian Graham, beats everyone, bounces twice, and Dave Mackay just hoofs it out of the ground.
In the Maryhill Road, that one.
Yep, that's
it's out of the stadium.
So
a minute plus stoppage time remaining. Thistle with a throw in deep in our territory.
The throw in comes in. Flicked on, and again, headed clear by Tony Dingwall. Edge of the box, volleyed. Brian Graham spreads it out. Oh, off the crossbar of the post, sorry, Davey. Oh, and it initially looked like a volley that had been mishit, but it just floated up and towards the far.
Oh,
out for a
throw in.
Joe Cardo leaves the action to be the
match day up has given man of the match to Kyle Benedictus.
Fair enough, works for me, baby. So Thistle really chapping on the door in these closing stages of this cup tie. Headed on the throw in. Brian Graham, head shot, charge down. Davidson heads it clear. No way, Jose, and no way again. They're shouting for everything here.
It's in the mix-up. Go Benny.
Wins it in the air, heads it clear. Toss comes in and headed clear by Davidson. McLean loses out to Bannigan, and he comes central. Spreads it out to Penrice on the left. Takes a run at Dan Armstrong, but he stands firm and gets the ball away. Excellent stuff by Dan Armstrong. Just kicks the ball into no man's land.
I wonder if any of you who are watching in on Alba saw that final Partick Thistle substitution. If you could let us know for the match day app. We've just got all of our eyes on the pitch here, so we missed that one.
Bannigan crosses it in, headed up into the air by Brian. That's awful. Ross Matthews gets it away. Reagan Hendry relieves the pressure. 2 men round him, spreads it there for Darren Armstrong. He's not going to get there, and it's back to Fox. He's got a first time because Armstrong was closing him down. Benedict gets it away, and you're right, Davey. 4 minutes injury time. Hendry, Spencer, long diagonal. Steve McLean. Oh, lovely stuff. Just brings it out of the air, puts it into space, and then chases it down. Down the channel to Dan Armstrong, heading for the corner flag. We're going to manage this game as best we can, and we conceded a throw down by the corner flag. So Thistle with the throw in front of the tunnel, level with the penalty spot. Back it goes to the defender. Stephen McLean follows through on the defender there, deemed to be a foul and a yellow card by Mr. Newlands, I think. Yeah, Steve McLean, his momentum took him into the player, and it was a foul. There's another free kick that Thistle had to take, closer to their goal than ours, so it's...
I missed that last substitution for Thistle there, Neil, did you see it?
I didn't know, no, I knew the card would come off, but I don't know.
So it's Joe Cardo who went off.
Free kick taken, makes it to the halfway line, headed on. Davidson leans in there, but Benedictus gets it away. Slack ball, Dingwall gathers it. Regan Hendry at full pelt.
He's gone to the corner.
Left, McDonald behind him. Yeah, Hendry, no, he went down a little bit too easily there. Regan Hendry then returns the favour and hauls Bannigan down. Free kick to Thistle. I think because Bannigan reacted there, the referee didn't come over and book Hendry, but it has the desired effect of running in a few seconds, and again Thistle have to take a free kick nearer to their goal than to ours. They've loaded their final third, Thistle have. Graham, the centrepiece of that attack. O'Ware heads it on. And good defending by Tony Dingwall. Regan Hendry got a bit of time, wide left. Crossfield ball, slightly slack, and Penrice picks it up. He delivers it into the danger area. Handball, I would say, but...
Oh dear, here we go.
Done Robbie Thompson.
Into Robbie Thompson's gloves.
And when a cross was required, he shot straight at the keeper, the number 77, Mitch Austin that was, and Robbie Thompson really great ball to gather that into his midriff. Robbie Thompson just restart the game, kicks from hand, aiming towards Steve McLean. He's done a power of work today. Back it goes to Fox.
That's the 4 minutes of come and gone.
Yeah, thanks Davey for that. Big ball forward from Fox. It's headed on by Graham, and Robbie Thompson just gathers the ball and drops it all fours. I think when he kicks the ball and it goes over the halfway line, that'll be full time, and the Rovers into the final. 4 minutes are up.
Looking at Newlands.
Out for a throw-in.
He's going to give them one last roll of the dice.
Back it goes to Fox, the keeper. He's out of his box, so he has to play it with his feet. Short he goes to Bannigan. Bannigan is going to go big.
Defend this, and it's all over, I think.
Yeah, and scramble clear by McDonald, and he can take it for a run. Kieran McDonald gets into the
Brilliant.
field of McLean. McLean out to Dingwall.
Go to the corner, Tony. Go to the corner, Tony.
Nobody around him.
We're in the final!
We're in the final! Partick Thistle 1, Raith Rovers 2. We'll see you in March for the final, but we'll see you before then.
Well, absolutely. We'll be back on duty at the next home game. Neil and I are going to get ready to get up that touchline and get some very welcome interviews with Raith Rovers Cup semi-final winning team. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we're going to the final.
Again, right, thanks folks. We'll bid you good night and adieu. Enjoy your evening, enjoy being a finalist, and then we'll speak to you soon.
Take care everyone.
Cheers.
TTFN.
TTFN.